Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl may be a significant investigation of the human encounter within the confront of extraordinary enduring and the journey for meaning. The book is isolated into two parts, each advertising interesting experiences into Frankl's encounters as a Holocaust survivor and his improvement of logotherapy, a psychotherapeutic approach centered around the interest of meaning in life. The primary portion of the book gives a grasping account of Frankl's time in Nazi concentration camps amid World War II. Through striking and nerve-wracking portrayals, Frankl relates the dehumanizing conditions, the steady risk of passing, and the mental and physical challenges confronted by detainees. He reflects on the mental instruments at play within the battle for survival, and the effect of such extraordinary circumstances on the human mind. One of the central topics in this segment is the thought that indeed within the most critical circumstances, people hold the control to select their demeanor and reaction. Frankl contends that whereas outside strengths can direct the conditions of life, our internal freedom, the capacity to select our point of view and response, remains sacred. This topic sets the arrange for the improvement of his logotherapeutic approach, which emphasizes the significance of finding meaning as a principal human drive. The moment portion of the book dives into the standards of logotherapy and Frankl's philosophical reflections on the nature of meaning. Drawing on his encounters as a therapist sometime recently and after the war, Frankl traces the three fundamental sources of meaning: deliberate work, a door, and the state of mind we take toward unavoidable suffering. He explores how people can find meaning in their lives by adjusting with these sources. Central to logotherapy is the concept of the will to meaning, which Frankl contends may be an essential motivational constraint. Not at all like other psychoanalytic speculations that center on the will to joy or the will to control, logotherapy sets that the essential drive for people is the interest of meaning. Frankl fights that indeed within the confront of enduring, people can discover reason, and, in doing so, change their encounters. The book presents the thought of the existential vacuum, a condition emerging from the need of meaning in one's life. Frankl proposes that the cutting-edge period, characterized by mechanical progressions and fabric comforts, has driven to an expanded sense of inaneness for numerous. He investigates the results of this vacuum, counting the rise of existential dissatisfaction, animosity, and enslavement, as people endeavor to fill the void with shallow interests. All through the content, Frankl weaves in philosophical reflections, drawing on existentialist thought and his perceptions as a therapist. He looks in with the works of Nietzsche, Dostoevsky, and other master minds to back his contentions around the centrality of meaning in human presence. His discourses on the nature of enduring, obligation, and the search for greatness contribute to a wealthy embroidered artwork of existential logic. The book moreover addresses the concept of Sunday neurosis, a phenomenon where people encounter a sense of emptiness and uselessness, especially amid periods of recreation. Frankl suggests that the need of intentional engagement amid free time can contribute to existential trouble, highlighting the require for people to develop important exercises in all viewpoints of their lives. In expansion to investigating the hypothetical establishments of logotherapy, Frankl gives common-sense applications of his approach. He talks about the part of humor as a adapting instrument and a source of meaning, outlining how indeed within the darkest minutes, people can discover comfort in giggling. Frankl too emphasizes the significance of setting important objectives and seeking after them with devotion, as goal-oriented behavior adjusts with the pursuit of meaning. The story is scattered with piercing accounts and examples from Frankl's encounters within the concentration camps. These stories serve as capable illustrations of the human capacity for strength, the effect of mentality on survival, and the transformative control of finding meaning in indeed the foremost critical circumstances. Frankl's perceptions on the qualities that permitted certain people to persevere and keep up their humankind within the confront of unimaginable pitilessness offer significant experiences into the quality of the human soul. Man's Search for Meaning concludes with a postscript that reflects on the gathering of the book and addresses common questions and studies. Frankl recognizes that his encounters are not all around appropriate, but fights that the principles of logotherapy can be important for people confronting different challenges, from regular battles to existential emergencies. He emphasizes the universality of the search for meaning and the potential for people to discover reason in their lives. In Rundown, Man's Search for Meaning may be a multifaceted exploration of the human condition, mixing individual journal, mental investigation, and philosophical reflection. Viktor Frankl's travel from the profundities of Lose Hope in concentration camps to the advancement of a helpful approach centered on meaning offers readers a significant point of view on the flexibility of the human soul and the persevering journey for reason. The book proceeds to resound over eras, motivating readers to reflect on their possessed lives, values, and the interest of meaning within the confront of difficulty. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to your channel name for more deep dives into literature and philosophical reflections.